See, we get highly fascinated by seeing the insects like butterflies. Butterflies could be seen hovering around the flowers because they feed upon the juicy content present inside the flowers. They are also adapted to feed on the plant sap or other fluid material which is secreted by the plants. In this picture, particularly in the left one, you can see the mouth parts of a Lepidopteran insect. Lepidoptera is an order that includes butterflies and moth. So this explanation is equally applicable in case of moth also. Here in this diagram, the upper portion is head portion of the Lepidopteran insect, and you can see the presence of a pair of antennae which could be quite long and hairy structure. Then two prominent eyes are present. These eyes are compound eyes. The other structure which is prominently visible in this diagram is the proboscis. See, this lower structure is the proboscis, and this is the main structure which is used for feeding purpose. In the right side of diagram you can see the two compound eyes which are enormously large, and the proboscis is highly coiled. So in normal condition, the proboscis is actually much coiled structure. It is kept in a very much coiled form, and when the animal is ready to feed upon the fluid content, then it gets extended. So in the diagram you can see the presence of maxillary pulp, then labial pulps which are comparatively longer or larger, and then the proboscis which is formed by the galli portion of maxillae. See, the two maxillae, their galli portion gets elongated, and both the galli are actually fused all along their length. The labrum is quite small and mandible is totally absent in such type of mouth part, that is siphoning type of mouth part is present in Lepidopteran insects. So the mandibles are totally lacking. Now in this diagram you can see here also the maxillary pulps are shown. These are comparatively smaller structure. Labrum is also present, but it is very small in size. Mandibles are totally absent, and labial pulps are comparatively longer structure. The structure which is mainly used for feeding purpose is the proboscis. It's called as proboscis. Actually, it is formed by the paired galli of maxillae, and such a structure forms tubular structure which is actually very delicate one. It could be coiled, it could be highly folded. So the insect keeps this structure in folded position most of the time, but as I said that during feeding it gets extended only. And if you cut the section, transverse section of this proboscis, you will find the two galli forming a tubular structure. So inner space is actually food channel. Through this channel, the fluid content is taken in. So when butterflies actually visit flower, they extend their proboscis into the inner deeper part of the flower to the area where fluid or juicy content or nectar is available, and then from the terminal open area the fluid is actually sucked in. So it acts like a sucking straw, sucking pipe, and it can scan a number of flowers, a number of area on the plant where juicy content is available, and then by using this structure it can feed upon such content. Structures like mandibles are totally absent because such structures are of no use in this animal. So it is a kind of adaptation in which some of the structures are totally lost, like labium is represented only in the form of labial pulps, which is sensory in nature. Maxilla is well developed, and that is the structure which forms a major feeding apparatus. Rest of the structures are actually lost in such kind of mouth part, that is siphoning mouth part, which is mainly found in butterflies and moth.